What is up, YouTube? Today is the day. I can finally reveal to you. Oh, you just saw a glance of it. The bike I just picked up. All right, here it is, a 2008 Dyna Lowrider Anniversary Edition. It is 105th anniversary. And this is what we got. We paid $5,000 for this right here. And you know what? Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Just don't look at that. It had these stupid hell yeah brother middle finger bolts. They were like super cheap, and I tried to throw the plate on and they were kind of hard to tighten, and evidently they rattled loose and everything fell off. So we're gonna ignore that for now and get back to the bike. So I picked this bike up for a build. Let's go over what it has and what we plan to do with it. Let's start from the front. So first off, it does have some covers that I don't think are factory. I don't think these are, or maybe they were just for the anniversary edition. But yeah, doesn't look good, and it's scratched here and scratched there, so not sure it's 100% factory. It does have what I'm going to assume is an Amazon LED headlight. It does have an actual Harley Davidson windshield. It is cracked in a couple places. I don't know if that's going to pull up. Of course, it's been leaking brake fluid, and that looks like crap. It does have the Arlen Ness breather there. That's the Big Sucker one. It does have Vance and Hines. I'm going to assume they're just mufflers based on this little crimp right here. Typically, aftermarket companies don't do that. That's indicative of Harley. So I'm going to assume the head pipes are factory and just the mufflers are Vance and Hines. But that brings us up to the Viking bags. It came with these Viking bags. They're all right. For how much they cost, I would not have bought them. It just doesn't do the style that I'm interested in, but you know what, to each their own. Old dude relocated his turn signals up here, and then I guess I came along and rattled the bolts loose, and that fell off. Luckily, I don't think it damaged the fender. Yeah, we got a little bit of rub right there, but you know what? It is what it is. Comes with a sissy bar and rack. This is actually a saddleman seat. I forget what it's called, but it's like a king something. It's pretty comfortable. It does push me a little bit too far forward, but it's really not that bad. It does have, I don't know if these are Kurakin or what they are, floorboards. They're not terrible, but he does have them in the most back position. That is not comfortable. If they were moved forward, I'm sure it would be much better. It still has the phone mount that he put on it. It worked, so I just left it on there. And it also has a USB unit where you can charge your phone. You can plug in your phone or whatever, and you can charge that up. But it's pretty chromed out from the factory. Oh, also, let's talk about the horrible air shocks it has. Please do not put air shocks on your motorcycle. Maybe if they're really nice engineered, but please do not go to Amazon or eBay and get those air shocks that just fit and put on your bike. That will be for another video, but just please don't do that. So yeah, that's what we got. I finally was able to show you guys. I think the bike is actually in really good shape. It's got like 32,000 miles on it or something like that. It's pretty clean. I was really wanting a mid-control and non-wire wheel bike. I was hoping for a cool dash. Basically anything that wasn't a Super Glide custom. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I wanted either this or like the Street Bob or Super Glide regular dash. So yeah, for $5 grand, this bike is not bad. It definitely needs some stuff though. The brakes, very squishy. The front are not terrible. The back, whew, you got to push them way down to really get some feel in there. Being an 08, I bet you the brake fluid's probably factory. The front may not be because obviously it leaked out, but the back, I bet you that brake fluid has been there since 08. What is that, 14 years old? Or no, 16 years old? Yeah, it's not loving life right now. It did come with rear brake pads, came with the stock shocks, which we may throw on in the meantime of doing some other stuff. But yeah, that's what we got. Plans for this bike. Honestly, if you're watching this and you want to see this bike get built, comment down below, build this bike. And hit that like button for your boy, please. We want to start a series of building this bike. I want to go through some stuff and just do a whole series on this bike. Every episode's probably not going to be a build, but I want to document so much about this bike. It is currently mid-October when I'm filming this. I don't quite know when these videos are going to start going live. I want to film a bunch of them so they can come out. Like when you start watching them, you're going to be able to watch them maybe hopefully once a week. If not, you know, at least pretty soon compared to the one before. And we need to get this ready by Daytona in the spring, which is the end of February. Now we are doing a show 1st of February that I would like to have this at. It's not necessary, but it would be really nice to have it. I really want to have it at our booth in Daytona. So we plan to do a lot of things to this bike. Comment down below what you would love to see done. I've already been talking to a couple different people, getting some ideas. I need to get a parts list around. So comment down below. What do you think we should do? Oh, also, it has a Vance & Hines FP4. And I think the dumbest thing you can do is zip tie it or whatever behind the rear cylinder. That module doesn't even have to stay on the bike. You flash the bike, you can leave it on the bike for a little while and do like some learning, but it doesn't learn that well. It's very limited in what it can do. But to just leave it on the bike in the hottest part of the bike, why would you do that? So we got to take that off. Anyways, that is where we're at. I wanted to do kind of an introduction to this thing, what it is. If you have any questions about it, please comment down below so I can tell you about it. We got it for a good deal. Rode it 2 hours home, no insurance, no tags, title not in our name, just raw dogged it all the way home, and it worked out. You know, the wife followed me in the car, didn't get pulled over. It popped the front wheel up pretty easy, probably because the suspension front and back is just blown out, so it bounces pretty easy. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. I really hope we can make a really good series with this bike. There's a small engine plane being very loud right now, so that is kind of rude, but hopefully you hear me over that. But yeah, let's do this together. Follow along, and hopefully we can build a rad bike. If you're not subscribed, now is the best time to do so you don't miss out on this. And as always, keep it wretched.